Serves You Right is a show where the hosts take your questions and do their best to guide you. They want you to know that they are not professionals and they are not responsible for any hardships that result in your actions. So chill and don't take it too seriously. Just sit back, relax, and let these guys handle your problems.
You're not as messed up as you think you are. Your self-absorption makes you messier. Just settle down and you would feel a whole lot better deep down. You're just like everybody else.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Serves You Right. I am your humble host, Andy.
And I'm your host, Thirsty Blathers.
America is in trouble, everyone. The end is near. If this degradation of America continues, I'm afraid this may be our last episode. There are riots breaking out everywhere. We right now have Julie live standing by in front of the Costco for coverage of these riots in Kansas. Julie, tell us what's happening out there. What's the energy like in Kansas tonight in this time of turmoil?
Hi Andy, this is your host Julie. I was on my way to Costco to get Hot Pockets when a riot had broken out. Kansas is in turmoil. America has decided. Toilet paper officially goes under. It is complete pandemonium. Starting tomorrow will be a new day for bathrooms across America.
Dear God, what has this world come to, Andy?
I'm very happy with this ruling.
Well, of course you are.
I voted for under.
We all know that it goes over. It all goes over, Andy.
Not in my America.
Go to the hotel rooms. What do? They do it over. Put it in cute little shapes. Everyone knows it goes over.
I am in aisle 13 trying to get some toilet paper, and now they won't let me get any. America's in turmoil, guys.
I really think we need to just pull together as a country in this time. You know, we need to show our support for our country's decision. And over half of America voted it in. You know, the toilet paper goes under, and I think that we all need to, act like adults and accept that decision. You know.
Well, guess what? That's not my toilet paper. Ugh. That's horrible. I cannot imagine. I do not want my children growing up in a world where they are forced to say that toilet paper goes under. What is this?
Pull yourself together, Thirsty. Pull it together.
I can't even right now.
Thank you, Julie. We'll see you back in the studio. Make it home safe, please. We gotta have you back here, alive and with toilet paper, please.
Okay. God bless America.
My favorite moment about this whole election was the moment that Bill Clinton was giving his speech from aisle 13 at the Costco, and said that we should come together as a nation, and finally have uniform usage of shit tickets. I'm tired of never knowing which way to pull. I also did not have sexual relations with that woman. Vote for Hillary. I thought it was well put together speech, and I can't speak for all of America, but I can speak for myself, and what he said about toilet paper reform really spoke to me. Erica, what are your thoughts?
I believe every sane American knows that it goes over. They're just afraid from the left-wing liberals. They're afraid to say it. They are afraid to say what they say in their bedrooms to their loved ones because the left-wing liberals say, no, that is not correct. You cannot say that in public. That's how I feel.
Well, if that's how you feel, Erica, you can feel free to move to Ireland.
I plan on it. Thank you.
I know the Irish are very big enthusiasts of toilet paper going over, and we don't do that here in America anymore. We'll be back again after this short commercial break when Julie is back in the studio.
You're listening to Serves You Right podcast, where your host will give you advice. And I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and rip out your goddamn spine!
Welcome back, everyone. Julie's back in the studio with us. How was it out there, Julie? Were you able to retrieve the toilet paper?
It was hectic, but I got my Hot Pockets and my toilet paper after I had to say that it went under. But, sometimes you got to make sacrifices for America's greater good.
That's very true. Yes, that's very true. Luckily, you made it out there alive. I mean,
I wasn't expecting for this to happen right when I was about to go to Costco. I mean, I went to go get Hot Pockets, and you guys know how that gives me the shits. It gives me the bubbly gut, and so I knew I needed some toilet paper, but this riot just erupted. And
Well, we're glad you're back, Julie, and despite our differences on our bathroom etiquette, we're definitely glad that you're back and you're in one piece.
Yes.
This is an advice show, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So in other news, we got Julie with a question.
so this is a question from Crystal E. Thank you, Crystal E. I'm a girl and I still don't get girls. It doesn't make sense to me when girls say they have nothing to wear, when they know damn well they have a closet full of shit. Why do girls do this? So, Crystal E, I'm also a girl, and I wouldn't be able to tell you because I wear the same 5 pieces of clothing every day.
This is like a Daria looking situation where it's like you wear the same clothes every day.
You open your closet and it's just wall to wall, the same shirts, the same pants.
Yes.
Kind of like Dexter's lab. You know, he always wearing that little scientist coat.
I think that's what she's saying too, is like, this is just clearly her way to say that she just wants to go shopping.
True that. Okay, Crystal Lee, I totally understand where you're coming from. Usually with me, I pick up some shorts that are laying on the floor when I get out of bed, and then I go put on a graphic t-shirt featuring, Zelda or my main man, Mario. But when I have to go work those corners or go to a party, I have to dress up like an adult. So I'll go in my closet, and sometimes it takes like an hour to an hour and 30 minutes trying to find that one outfit, which is usually the exact same outfit that I wear every time I go out. So I don't know. I mean, it's like this innate desire to look better than everyone else. And so you're just constantly evaluating, well, I don't look good in this one, so I'm going to try this one. No, it's not this one. I'm going to try this one.
Well, I mean, the fact remains is that she has stuff to wear. There are things to wear. It's just like not in your comfort zone. So instead of saying like, oh, I have nothing to wear, you should say, there's nothing in my comfort zone to wear.
Yeah.
There's nothing that I don't feel fat in. Well, honey, it's not that you don't have anything to wear.
That's exactly what it is with me. I'm just like, I feel like a sausage.
Yeah, and I totally get that. And I'm like, because when I go out, there's very few items of clothing that I will be seen in public with. Like in a upscale or even mid-scale social setting. And I think that like there's only certain, I mean, I agree. There's only certain things I would wear. But I don't walk into my closet and I'm like, oh, I have nothing to wear. But the thing is, like, I do have things to wear. It's just nothing that I feel comfortable in or nothing that I would, like, go out in public with.
Exactly. I think, Crystal, that it might just be easier to say that. Oh, I have nothing to wear. Instead of saying, I have nothing that I would choose to wear because I think I look fat and everything. Or Tammy Lynn down the street's going to wear the same outfit and we can't do that because then we're going to knock some fists.
Tammy Lynn. That sounds like such a West Virginia name. I don't have any advice here. I clearly don't have any advice. Honestly, I think that girls just want to go shopping. That's how I view all women. All women just care, about shopping, and they only care about watching The View and the Food Network, and they only want to wear, revealing clothing.
Hashtag not all women.
Well, hashtag it is all women.
Hashtag it is.
Stop.
Hashtag JK it is all women.
Even I'll admit it.
Stop oppressing me. With your patriarchy bullshit.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom, she would order from Nine West. She would order from all these places. And it's like every other day she was getting...
Damn,
oh, I know.
Mom got class.
I know. Mom.
Every other day she was getting a new package in. And she worked in the public eye. And so she had to look top notch.
She worked.
Yes.
Work. Slay.
Some women are like that, where they need to be in the new, in the now. So I can see why women say that.
But the point is, they know goddamn well that if they walk in that closet and they close their eyes, they're not just going to grab air. Maybe that's what she should do. Just wear nothing. Then you never have to worry about wearing anything.
There you go, Crystal Lee. Don't wear anything and you'll always have something to wear.
Mm-hmm.
So our next question is from Electric Monkey. He writes us, I really, really want to play Hide the Hot Dog, quotation marks, with one of your co-hosts. They know who they are. How should I go about playing with them? Well, obviously, this is for Andy.
You're right. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
it is
say.
for me.
It's for Andy.
And I think that we know this is for me. So just
Right.
Here's how you do it. First of all, just come over. Come in the bedroom. But turn the lights out. I don't want to shine a light on my sins, so just keep them in the dark. And that's the best way to play. I mean, can we pause for a second? Play with them? This makes it sound like a Craigslist ad. Or like, I want to come and play, or like, I want to play a game. I'm afraid my arms and legs are going to be sawed off.
Oh my gosh.
That's the vibe that I got. I got the vibe that, like, I wasn't even reading a question. I was on Craigslist, and someone was like, hey, you want to play?
Well, maybe that's what they want to do to you. I don't
No,
know.
not into it.
Are you sure, Andy? You're into some pretty weird kinks.
Yeah, but I mean, he says
Name
he
one.
really, really wants to. That means you have to.
I mean, it depends on what he wants. Like, play Monopoly? Play with my asshole? Like, what do you want to do?
He wants to play hide the hot dog.
Is that a board game?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't eat meat, so...
Oh, if that's
Sure
the
you
case, I
don't.
hide the hot dog all the time. Because I love hot dogs.
Ugh, God. I guess going by this question, what is the easiest way to get to your guys' pants?
There's quite a bit a number of ways. I mean,
Quite a bit.
There's only one. Have a penis. That's the only prerequisite.
That is so true.
don't give it away. Don't give those answers away. Take me out in public. That's like a big one. I love being taken out in public and not hidden. Just showing me if you have a big penis. I mean, that's pretty much, that would automatically get me. I mean, we don't have to play all these games. If you have nice cars, I love me a nice car.
Oh my God.
And then sending me funny memes.
Right, like the Joe Biden ones. The Joe Biden ones will it's an automatic ticket to Eric
Pussy
Thirsty
Town.
Brothers Town.
Happy Town, automatic ticket to Erica's Happy Town. I love me some Joe Biden memes. Yes, I do.
What about you, Andy? I mean, we kind of joked about it earlier, but what's the easiest way to get to your pants?
Oh, I have no reproductive organs. So this question is not relevant to me. I'm like a Ken
Yeah,
doll.
he's fluid gender.
Can you not?
Can you not?
Can you not?
Can you not right now?
What is fluid gender? No, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm skipping that.
Yeah. We're not gonna get in there, especially since you're part of the LGBT community.
Right. Hashtag support.
Hashtag support. Okay, so no reproductive organs. So there's no way to hide the sausage with you, or hide the hot dog.
Well, I mean, the butt is not... I can't go there. I can't do it.
He has a mouth. I mean,
He has the mouth. You can get him drunk and he'll give you a handsy on the couch.
that's my specialty right now.
Oh, yeah. I would love that, actually.
From America?
Wait, no. No, oh my God, what just happened?
Rejected.
Oh, dang.
Sorry.
Julie, how would someone play hide the hot dog with you?
They can't. I'm the biggest prude there is. I'm the biggest prude since Mother Teresa. I mean, I don't really want to go there, but come on. She probably had some action once in her lifetime. Not everybody's a saint.
We are offending so many groups of people. We've offended LGBTs. We've offended Republicans and Democrats. We've offended now Catholics.
Catholics.
She is a Catholic.
I mean, me?
Yeah.
Girl, get to the... Nah.
Isn't your family Catholic?
Nah. Please do not assume my religious affiliation.
No.
Okay?
I'm pretty positive you guys have said, like, your family's Catholic.
No,
Erica's...
we did
Don't
not.
mind Erica right now, Julie. She's just being racist because she thinks all Hispanics are Catholic.
She thinks all Hispanics are Catholic. No, I was actually... I was raised in a Christian household. But anyway, obviously this is not a talk show about religion. This is a talk show about how to get into my pants. So... Like I said, I'm the biggest prude there is. They're probably, I mean, I get drunk sometimes. I mean, sometimes some guys start looking good even though they look like Shrek.
I love it when that happens. But then it's scary. It's like after you're not drunk and you wake up and you're like, where am I? And everything's really foggy. And then you start feeling rustling next to you and you're like, dear God, where am I? And then you look over and you're like, sweet baby Jesus, it did not happen again.
That has never happened to me. I just want to put that out there. That has never
I've woken up in places. I've woken up in places and I'm like, where am I? And then a couple of seconds later, I'm like, okay, I know where I am. I know where I am now.
That has never happened to me because like when I get drunk, my inhibitions aren't lowered. So because when I'm sober, I still have very high standards. So like when I get drunk, I still have very high standards, and I'm like, all of a sudden,
Pinkies up.
It's like the opposite. When I get drunk, people get more attractive. And so I'm like, I think I have even less of a chance. Like, actually, if anything, huh?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was the end of my thought.
Oh, God. Okay, so for me, it's not so much like I get drunk and I'll sleep with somebody. I probably already wanted to sleep with that person. And then being drunk just is like, I become more, it just makes me go for that person. You know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, but you and me. That's it.
It gives liquid courage. It's called liquid courage. Yeah.
Right. No, but I don't really sleep around, to be honest. So I really honestly don't know what's the easiest way to get to my pants. I guess I would say alcohol for now. But that doesn't even really help because it's not like I go sleeping with everybody.
Yeah, she's like, if I don't like you, then it's not happening, even if I do get drunk.
Right. Like Andy said, my inhibition is not lower. I do, and I still find you fugly. I still find you fugly whether I'm drunk or not.
I mean, luckily, I've never been in that situation where I have sex, like drunk sex, where it's like, oh my God, I hate them. Why did I have drunk sex with them? I already kind of like them before I have sex.
God damn, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, that would suck though. That would suck waking up and you're like, oh my God, I just had sex with like Trump.
Okay.
Like, that would really suck.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it's Obama or Biden, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind. Hey, what is it? An Obama-Biden sandwich.
Right. I want to be that caramel in between that chocolate and vanilla sandwich.
We got like the rainbow of colors. Yes. But Electric Monkey, to answer your question, just make time for one of us, whoever it is.
Oh my God, this has turned into
just, let us know. Just show us some attention.
Take them to an Irish pub if you can. If you can't take them to an Irish pub,
there you go. There
Bull
you go.
and Bear.
Electric Monkey. Bull and Bear. There you go. Take us out to an Irish pub. Whoever it is, take us out, man. Shoot us an email. There's your answer.
Okay. If you send us a question and we cannot possibly read it, we're going to change it a little bit, just so you know. And whoever sent this in said their name was Pisa Sheet. And I'm not reading that on the air. I'm not reading piece of sheet on the air. We are the comedians. Leave that up to us, please. Thank you. Sorry, not sorry.
Comedians in quotation marks, please.
Yeah. This is a comedy podcast.
So this question was quite long and missing quite a few commas. So it kind of got our brains a little rattled.
Tiny women brains.
Andy actually shortened it so that it would be more appeasing for our listeners' ears.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with us, guys. It's a long one. I've recently started crushing hard on my coworker after we sorta hooked up. I got jealous about one of the girls at work, and he says that if I was mad for the reason he thinks, not to worry. There's only one girl he would like at work, and it's not who I think. To me, he means it's not the low-key hoe at work I always joke about. But suddenly, my stupid ass is thinking, oh shit, is that bitch me? A few days later, I text him after he asks me to hang out after work that day, and he doesn't answer. So I'm low-key hurt. We used to text all the time, and now lately he's been ignoring anything that I talk about unless it's work related. He acts different at work though, and it confuses me. By the way, there's a guy that I used to like at work, and if a guy flirts with me at work, he gets a little mad. Both guys have been friends at work for a while. When he's around, the guy I'm crushing on stops flirting with me and doesn't want to talk to me in a certain way. My best friend tells me that he's a pussy about girls and that I should tell him that I like him. Should I do it? And how? Or am I going to look stupid and he's just that senpai that will never notice me? And that's from Susan in Houston, Texas. I don't think you should tell him. Leave it alone. Best case scenario, he likes you too. Best case scenario is you start dating. Now you have to see his fucking face every single day. Not just when you're on a date at the movies, but when you're stocking up the hummus on aisle 7 too. And the worst case scenario, he doesn't like you and he just wanted to get it in. And now you've got to see his fucking face every day while you're stocking hummus on aisle 7. Then you're super uncomfortable and start getting called Can't Take a Hint Susie.
Oh, this sounds like something personal happened to Andy.
I mean, he's seriously like dropping a hint, like he's not interested. She said he doesn't message her back, or he doesn't text her back whenever she's not talking about work. It's only about work that he messages her back. So like, I guarantee you, like if you pursue this and you say that like, oh, you're interested, well, clearly, duh, you slept with him. He knows you're into him. But here's what I'm saying. He's sending you a signal now. It was just, a fling. It was just a one-time thing. And I guarantee you that if you say something, it's going to be like, oh, guys, stop talking. Here comes Can't Take a Hint Susie. And if she finds out about the party tonight, she is going to keep texting me all day, asking what I'm doing, and keep fishing for an invitation. Oh, like, Ron, shut up. Ron, shut up. I told Susie I was doing laundry on Friday. If she finds out about the poker game that night, she'll keep telling me that she has nothing to do Friday. We can't have chicks there, dude. It's just guys' night. Just boys being boys.
See, Susie, I kind of do the same thing. It's called the peter out technique, where you slowly, but surely, you're slowly messaging them, okay? And then it's a little less messaging, and then a little less, and then you stop, okay? If he did do this to you, he's probably not into you. Now, a good point that I actually didn't realize until Andy read this question was that the dude that you're crushing on is friends with the guy who's obsessed with you. I've known people where they're interested in me, but then their friend is also interested in me, so they won't do anything because it's a bro code. They won't risk that relationship. So if he really is obsessed with you and he went up to your crush and he's like, hey, brah, that's my girl, we kind of have a thing. What's going on between you guys? And then your crush is like, oh man, nothing. We just hung out one time. It's not a big thing. Maybe that's why. That could be another reason why he's brushing you off. But then again, I want to know what you guys did. Because you just said sort of hooked up.
Yeah, how do you sort of hook up?
Did he halfway put it in? I mean, did he not?
I'm pretty sure they probably...
he put it in her butt.
They kissed. No, I don't think hooked up necessarily means sex. I think they probably got drunk one day, kissed, something was going to happen, but then something came up. His side chick or his main girl actually called him and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, gotta go. We can continue this another day. And she's still waiting for that other day to come.
Oh, dang. Julie read into that little... Yeah, that's like, oh my gosh.
Girl, I'm psychic.
Look, don't shit where you eat, okay? That is the advice I'm going to give you. I have a family member who just got out of that kind of situation. These family blather genes, they run with all of us. So my little sister, she has issues with a bunch of guys flirting with her. She's at work and she met some guy and he works there and she started dating him. Little sister blathers. What are you doing? Oh, I met a guy and I really like him. Well, you shouldn't be doing that. You're not supposed to shit where you eat. So she's dating this guy. She says she likes him. But then, she's telling me he kind of has little crazy tendencies. I told her, you shouldn't really be dating him. If he has these little crazy tendencies, you don't want work to go bad. So what ends up happening is that she breaks up with him because he starts acting a little crazy. And now he's trying to get her fired every day. He's written in 4 complaints. that were totally false and there was no base to them. He makes up lies saying that she leaves work early when he does. It continues. I mean, this guy's vicious and he's upset that she left him. He blames her for him not moving with his family to a different state when she told him to move with his family. So honestly, Susan, I'm worried for you. You have this guy who's obsessed with you and then you're hooking up with another guy from work. You should just stop.
There are so many people in the world, Susan.
Go to a dating website. You could probably meet the same caliber.
Thank you. Go to a fucking dating website. Go outside. Go to church. Go to the store. Talk to literally anyone else around you other than the one fucking person at work that you probably shouldn't be talking to. I mean, girl, that's your livelihood. Chill the fuck out.
Because, I mean, I'm dead serious. These guys can get you fired if you upset them. And see, guys are temperamental, especially when they're rejected. And I'm kind of worried about the crazy one that's obsessed with you. Like, that's what I'm worried about. I don't care about your crush. I'm worried about the guy who you pretty much rejected, and now he's flipping out.
Did she reject him?
Well, that's what it sounded like. She said, there's this guy that's obsessed with me. So, obviously, she did reject him. There's this guy that I used to like at work that gets mad when a guy flirts with me. That's obsessive.
Well, I mean, it's possessive, not...
Okay. Correct my verbiage, people. Correct Thirsty's verbiage.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, Julie, what's your opinion on this? Because obviously it sounds like this is quite a personal question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are still thinking that I sent this in.
I'm just saying, what's up?
No, I did not send this in. I didn't send this in. I have no thoughts on this. I just think that this girl is dealing with a grade A fuckboy. He's just playing games. I mean, it's easy. Just by reading this alone, it's easy to see. I guess it's like an ego booster that he knows this girl likes him. And he knows that he could probably get with her because, you know, she sounds kind of like she's willing to give it up.
That's true.
But in all honesty, he's a fuckboy and you need to move on. I am tired of telling this to women. If you're dealing with people like this who like are hot and cold, sometimes they're yes and sometimes they're no.
You and I are exactly on the same page, Julie. I mean, look, just let it go, Susan. I agree, Julie. He's not even worth her time. He's not worth your time, Susie. You guys hooked up. Let the feelings go and find someone who's going to be proud of the fact that they're into you and not try to hide it.
But, Susie, if you want to go the Thirsty Blathers way and you don't care what happens at work, there's some stuff you can do, okay? I want you to do some things for me. I need you to start dressing sluttier and wear way more makeup. And I need your hair to be as high as the sky, okay? I'm talking about like Texan hair, all fluff hairspray. Now.
I thought
you're not going to start.
Like the Frankenstein's wife, bride, or...
No, I want her to look like some Texan hair.
Ew.
Get some skimpy clothes. Get a size smaller from what you usually wear. Get it, okay? I need you to start getting it. But guess what? You're not going to start sleeping people right away. I know it's going to be hard. Once you stop giving out the treats for free, you're going to get some more dogs coming. They're like, oh my God, I want some treats now because they're not for free. So you have to entice them. You have to make them want the treats and not give it to them. Then you can sleep with them. And then maybe they'll stick around. Who knows? I mean, I love fuckboys. I mean, this whole crew knows I love some fuckboys. I mean, they just get me on a personal level.
Right. You just like to be hurt. Next question.
Andy, that you.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you getting your dick sucked?
No, oh my God. So there's a guy that I've known since I was a teenager. We flirted a lot, but nothing ever came of it. Fast forward a decade, he has a family and some kids, and I'm single. He started coming around again, and has expressed he wants to sleep with me. I mean, he has a family, and I'm not a homewrecker, but I've always liked him, and he is so funny and sweet. It's not like I expect him to leave his wife or anything. I just don't know what to do. People that I've talked to say that he is married. I'm not. So I'm not breaking any vows if something does happen. What should I do? And that's from Cindy in Houston, Texas.
What kind of shitty friends do you have? Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. I am going on a fucking rant here. Because first of all, she says, I'm not a homewrecker. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, because you are entertaining this idea. And I'm sick of these rusty homewreckers. How are you even thinking about this? Like, how are you even thinking about this? It says a lot about your character, Cindy. And he's not a sweet guy. If he's married with children and he wants to sleep with you, that's not sweet. That's shady. Normally, I'm all about being shady, but this shows that he's just a wolf in sheep's clothing, because I guarantee his wife thinks he's sweet too. And what kind of friends do you have that they're like, well, you're not married, so it's not on you? Well, you need some new friends, Cindy. And you need a new obsession. It's been a fucking decade. Let those feelings go and move on. If you were the wife of this guy and you bore his offspring, I highly doubt that your reaction to this would be, well, she's not married, so no harm done. Grow up, Cindy. You're not in high school. This is someone else's life you're trifling with, bitch.
Oh, wow.
Because this question pissed me off.
This is a question that hit close to home for him.
It is. It is. And like the thing
Honestly,
is, like,
for me too.
Okay, I got cheated on. Very clear. Anyone who knows me knows that it happened. Whatever, moved on. But in the time, the guy reached out to me and like told me about all this stuff and then wanted to go take me out for drinks. The fuck I look like? Your best friend? No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. We're not Eskimo buddies here. I have nothing that I want to say to you. We're not friends. I don't want to go drink. I don't want to go see a movie. Fuck off. Homewrecker.
Dang.
This is an advice show, guys, and it's not all titty haha. This pissed me off. This really pissed me off.
The thing is that it is supposed to be titty haha, but sometimes it just gets real. We've been getting a lot of questions like these, and it's not necessarily that we don't want to answer them, but it's just like, it's simple. Don't be a fucking homewrecker. Don't get in between a relationship unless you want that shit done to you.
Okay.
Oh, Erica's about to read her novel, so.
No, I just wanted to say that, like, I understand, like, we're doing comedy, but when you send us something that is, like, not comedic at all, like, of course, I'm sure, here in a second, we're going to take a little, at it, and we're going to have Giggle Fest 2016, but for right here and right now, I wanted to let you know that you're a fucking bitch. Go ahead.
It got real. We're gonna lose some subscribers here.
Well,
flush
them.
The ones that we didn't even have. The ones we didn't even have.
Right?
Oh. Well, we won't lose that many subscribers. We'll lose one. We will lose one for sure.
I'm gonna kind of take up for Cindy, okay?
Yeah, of course you are.
Just a little.
I can hear. Wait. I can hear the trembling in your voice, Erica. After this rant, now you're almost scared to like say what you think. She's afraid that I'm gonna go off on her too. She's like, I'm not ready for Hiroshima number 2.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, Cindy's obviously having some issues, and maybe this guy's really cute. Maybe he was really nice to her in the past. I mean, I could probably defend this. I could probably defend this till the day I die. I think the good point is that she hasn't done anything yet, and she doesn't know what to do.
That's true.
But no, I actually have heard from multiple friends that that's what they believe in. They think that if they're not married, then it doesn't count.
Oh, God.
They're like, oh, they're married, but I'm not. Like, I swear I have like 3 or 4 friends that believe in that. Because I'm not saying my friends are whores or anything, but we've talked about these situations just because.
Cheaters stick together.
Just because we've talked about situations or like, oh my God, did you hear about, Liza down the street sleeping with Mr. Henry? And it's like, oh shit, for real?
Shit.
And
Are
so.
these, like, old people?
Yeah, for real. Old people gotta get it in too, man. Old people gotta get it in too.
Shut up.
Lots of people, they feel that way. They feel like, I'm not married, so it's not cheating. That's their marriage. But it's a serious question. I mean, she says that it's not like she wants him to leave his wife, if they even do anything.
Right.
And so, I mean Cindy wants to know, would it be okay if she just,
No. She knows it's not okay. She knows it's not okay. And that's the thing. When you get these questions where
Deep down, obviously.
Where you know, exactly. Let that voice that tells you not to do that shit to be louder than the one that's like, oh, I just liked him I've been liking him for 10 years. I deserve this moment. No, bitch. He decided to, like, go with someone else. He didn't choose you back then. Why would he choose you now? I mean, because he knows that he could easily get with you. Don't fall for that shit. That's all I'm saying. Do not fall for that shit.
Yeah, you actually just made a really good point. On another note, like, I'm done being rude to you. So, my bad. I've calmed down now. My heart rate's down. Sorry, blood pressure issues. Anyway, you made a really good point. This guy is also, like, a piece of shit because he knows, I guarantee you that he knows that you have had some sort of crush on him or you have been into him for over 10 years, and that's why he's coming around. And I'm probably sure that, you know, he's having issues in his marriage. You know, right. You don't just marry someone that you're having, you know, that you're having issues with in the first place, but you also don't cheat on them either. I think that if everything is perfectly fine at home, but he's looking for his easiest way out, and I would just be careful with that. Right. I mean, you've clearly got feelings, and you have for a long time, but that's just going to lead you down a path that you don't want to go down. You're going to get hurt in the end, and like you should really think about yourself.
Right. It's all about you, baby girl. Don't go in a route where you're going to regret it later. Because you know what? You wouldn't want this shit done to you. Mm-hmm. You would not.
Karma.
So.
Yeah.
Karma.
And see, that's another thing. It's just, I mean, hey, we all know I'm thirsty, but I've never been with a married guy. I don't... I've never been with a married guy, so I mean... But I can kind of see where Cindy's coming from. I mean, let's say she was into a guy that this guy's just dating someone. And yes, I know marriage and dating are totally different. But I can kind of see where Cindy has a debate because she just wants to, like, have some sexy time with this guy.
Have sexy time when he divorces. If he wants to have sexy time, divorce. That simple. It's going to be an expensive lay. But
well, no, she doesn't want it. She's already said that she doesn't want to like break up the marriage.
Right. I mean, she just wants to like
but
bang
that's
one
what's
out.
gonna have to happen if she wants to like sleep with the guy and not feel guilty about it. If it's already on the verge of ending.
Let's say she doesn't feel guilt. Let's say she doesn't feel guilt. She doesn't have any. She just has like a moral thing where it's like he's married. It's not like.
Then why even ask the question?
And then also, my thing is, like, she said that she, like, they used to be really... Wait, hang on. What did she say?
Yeah, but they've known each other since they were kids. Like, when she was a kid or whatever.
She said, but I've always liked him, and he is funny and sweet. But the thing is, like, that's why I'm thinking, like, she is gonna have feelings, and she's gonna... she may not necessarily feel guilty because a lot of people,
right.
That were, you know, a lot of millennials are not guilt ridden for any purpose. It's all about, you know, pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, she's not thinking about the wife, obviously.
But I'm thinking about Cindy. I'm thinking about like
right.
her because like, okay, we've established, I think we all are in agreement that this is fucked up. But what like,
oh, well, definitely.
What my issue is like her, like you've always liked this guy, and 10 years is a long time to like someone. And then not only that, but you say that he started coming around again. That gives me the impression that he stopped hanging out with you for a while, or that he stopped, you know, you guys were kind of lost connection, but you've clearly held on to these feelings for such a long time, and that's something that's really going to come back to you. And things that are unattainable or, you know, taboo are the things that are most desirable. And I guarantee you, if this guy is having issues in his relationship, that's not the kind of issues that you want to be having.
God, you guys are good.
Right.
Why else would he want to be sleeping with her unless he's having issues?
That's really true. Cindy, I mean... We feel for you.
You're not a slut and continue being not a slut, okay?
Yeah, there you go, Cindy.
It's okay to have these thoughts, Cindy, but I don't think it's okay to judge you until you actually do it. That's when you get like the slut label slapped on.
Right. Don't be a homewrecker, don't be a slut. I mean, I don't want to slut shame, but I don't want to be a slut shamer because you know what? You can sleep with whoever, but married men, people who are in relationships, should really be off limits. And if you don't respect those boundaries, you need psychological help. Okay, so we kind of touched a little bit on millennials. This next question comes from baby boomer John from Houston, Texas. Thank you, John, I guess. Why are ages 18 through 25 U.S. citizens so overly sensitive and childish? Thank you, old man. Thank you for that question. I don't know. He sounds like he came from like the 1950s or something.
We're all three of us are over 25. So we can relate to
snappy
this.
snap. We're out of that age bracket.
We barely passed the millennials sensitive child.
One more
Right.
year and we would have had been born with the self-entitlement like all of them.
No, actually, we are considered millennials, even though we were born.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Fuck,
are.
are
It's,
we?
it's everything. It's
Yeah.
like if you were a child in the 90s, you're a millennial.
I think
Oh my
some
God.
people even like push that further into like some people in the late 80s.
Yeah, they said if
80s.
you were like born in the 80s or but anyway, they keep pushing it.
Right. It's because these 80s kids have been complaining like little babies. They're like, we're not millennials. We don't want to be grouped with these people. No, they got sensitive about that, like the millennials that they really truly are.
Now look, my little sister is a millennial to the double L's. She is a millennial. But again, she's the baby of the family, so I'm like gonna try to give her some leeway. But she's a little shit. So, why? Why are they so overly sensitive and childish? Because they're babied. I mean, I'm not gonna try to understand what it was like growing up in poverty or growing up during a fucking depression or a war or
Right.
worrying if I'm gonna get food for my kids the next day. I'm not gonna pretend that I know what that is. But I am going to say that these millennials were born in a time where everyone had a computer in the house. Everyone has a cellular phone. I mean, I'm old enough where I didn't get a cellular phone until I was in high school. And it was those freaking Nokia bricks. It was like, we didn't have these nice iPhones, like with all these little internets. You remember back in the day when you were like, you accidentally press the internet button and you're like, exit, because you didn't want to get charged $50 on getting on the
Yes.
internet.
I think I agree. They've been babied.
I'm not going to act like, oh, they're given everything. Because, I mean, I had an easy childhood, too. I mean, gosh, this country didn't face any wars or anything. I mean, we had it fairly easy. But then again,
I think that was
if
due
I
to the white
needed-
privilege, though.
the white privilege except when everyone sees me. When everyone sees me, they think I'm Mexican. Yeah, white privilege. When I was a kid, we actually had like the encyclopedias A to Z. And I actually had to go
privilege.
look in for homework. Really? Have an encyclopedia?
I never had
Oh my gosh.
encyclopedias. Never. I had to go to the freaking library that my parents never wanted to take me to because they were always busy.
That's you know what, America? That is struggle. That is struggle right there. Oh my God. How did you live doing
That's what
those
I'm
little
asking.
those little panoramas with the sun and the rotating earths? I mean, dear God.
Oh no, girl! I was writing reports. Fuck that little kindergarten bullshit. I am not. I am very smart. Smart.
I'm very smart.
Smart man.
Smart. Not joking.
But I think kids, they take things for granted. We went through a little dip back in like the 2008 area, right? Where, there was like a slight recession. I mean, nothing horrible, but there was some layoffs, work slowed down a bit. I think that's like the hardest that they might have gone through, but most of them were pretty much kids still back then. They've never really, their parents have always been able to provide for them. Like my little sister, who I consider her a millennial, we all call her that. She was pissed off that all of her friends got free cars and she had to pay $800 to get a used car. That my dad paid because my dad gives us all $1,000 for our first new car. He did it for all of us as, a graduation present /
White
just to
privilege.
help us out. And she got pissed off that she only had $200 left over to try to put back in the car. And she didn't get a free car.
Oh wow.
Even though she technically did get a free car, which makes no sense at all. She was upset that it wasn't new. But yeah, no, I think millennials are just used to getting whatever they want. And they get upset when things don't go their way, as we can see in the news.
Yeah, clearly. Look at what's going on right now with like the toilet paper under thing. Like everyone's all upset, and it's all millennials.
Mm-hmm. We've had toilet paper over for like the longest time. You know.
They grew up in an age of awards for not doing anything. But I don't think that it's just ages, 18 to 25. I really think it's everyone in America.
Like, my thing is, like, you're raising these kids. Even you, John, you're going to raise a kid that's going to be probably worse than a millennial. And it's not like older generations don't expect things out of the world. Kind of like when, some people are going to, this is probably going to be controversial, but not really. But, whenever there's layoffs, like, the people who have been there longer expect to be there for the longest time. They expect to get some sort of privilege out of being there for a long time. Then, they lay them off for the new people. And they're like, oh, why me? Why me? That should be, Do you guys get where I'm going with this? It's like there's certain expectations that you have based on your age. And like, us, we're getting older. We're probably not going to see our Social Security that we've been putting money into.
Oh, yeah, no. They've already admitted it's not going to happen.
Right. And all these fucking baby boomers, old-ass people, are going to get the money that I guess we're paying now, right? If I remember correctly. They're benefiting from, like, all the shit that they fucked up. We're paying for that. All the shit that has been
We're paying for the shit they messed up.
Like, I'm not going to... I hope I don't sound like a millennial because I am, I guess. But I'm just saying there's a reason why kids are the way they are. And the older generations are the reason. It's like trickle-down economics, I guess. Trickle-down privilege. I don't know. It's like it starts from the top and goes to the bottom, apparently.
This was a very serious episode for us.
It was. Today was very serial.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, we love you. Thank you for sending in all these okay questions. We're going to call them okay questions this week.
Mm-hmm.
God, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yes, we can. It's our show. We can do what we want.
Yeah, I know,
right? Fine. Just trying to stick up for the little man, okay?
Stop asking us for relationship advice.
It's always the same shit.
Look, for all the people sending in advice questions, men suck. Women, you suck too. Just try to find the least sucky person out there and you'll be cool, okay? Everything will be gravy. Don't cheat on people.
And don't fuck other people's men or women.
There you go. Keep your dicks in your pants and keep your pussies locked up. Like, you'll be fine.
Oh, God.
Truly's like, dear God, we're losing half our demographic. We'll just start seeing the numbers drop.
They'll be all right. They'll be fine. They
love us and we love them. But thanks for the questions. We need some more in, so send whatever you got. If they're good, they're bad, whatever. Just send them in. We'll sort it out down in the home office. There's a couple places where you can send these delicious pieces of golds to. You can go to servesyouRightCast.com and then go to the Ask Us section of our website. You can also directly send it to our email account at servesyouRightCast@gmail.com.
You can tweet us your questions at SYRCast. That's SYRcast. You can also send us your questions through Facebook on facebook.com/SYRCast. Fuck. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is so difficult. I'm sorry.
Just use any of those means to contact us. We also want to thank Frank Turner for the use of our theme song, Reasons Not to Be an Idiot, off of the album Last Minutes and Lost Evenings. He's got great music. Go check him out. I saw him open up for Flogging Molly once. Absolutely amazing dude. We'd also like to thank Juan Robles for our graceful intro to Serves You Right. He's got braces.
Good to know.
That's it, guys. Thank you for listening and supporting us through all of this. We really appreciate it, and we're really happy on the feedback we've gotten. I'm your humble host, Andy.
I'm your host, Thirsty Blathers.
And I'm your host, Julie.
This has been Serves You Right, and we just gave you advice your mother would never give you.
Get outside, get up and get down and get outside.